Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany. Today's gonna be my first get ready with me, and it's gonna be a date night. So we're gonna talk about basically why and how I moved to Atlanta, why I became an esthetician. I'm not really gonna go in like grave details, but just a little bit of like roommate situation, how I moved, where I am now, and yeah, y'all are just gonna watch me get ready for tonight. So if you wanna keep watching, then stay tuned. And if you want to know how I got to Atlanta, stay tuned. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me. Alright, so I'm about to do my hair off camera because I already know if I do my hair on camera, it's going to take forever. But basically, this hair is from Missy Hair Boutique in Chamblee, I think that's what it's called, here in Atlanta. So, yeah, I'll talk more about it in a second. We're done with my hair. I'm plugging in my wax warmer because I got to wax my underarms. I know y'all probably like, girl, what? Wax your underarms? I just need to be ready by 8 o'clock. I can do this. I'm gonna do my makeup super fast. This is just gonna be a easy peasy natural beat because that's how I roll. I don't be doing that other stuff. I'm going to dinner. I'm not going to a photo shoot. Not even gonna make the sun. So I'm not gonna be taking a picture. So yeah, so anyway, so how I moved to, this is my primer. I'll just show you. I use the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. It looks like this. It has this top, and it's by Bobbi Brown. And yeah, I just rub it in my hands. Oh, it's so moisturizing. Okay, so boom. So let's see, what year is it? It is 2018. It's 2018. It is a year after my stepdad passed away. So I moved out of my apartment with like my roommates, and my mom, she bought me a trailer. So I live in a trailer. Oh, I just want to show y'all something. This is my iced coffee. Dark roast. Almond milk, vanilla creamer. It's so good. Okay. Face base. I'm gonna try this pencil. I just bought it because I ran out of my other brow pencil. This is called Brow Cheat Micro Precision Brow Pencil, and this is by Charlotte Tilbury. Is it darker over here than it is over here? Let me know what y'all think about this lighting, okay? I'm gonna put some more lighting on so I can see. But ooh, child, don't look at my legs. It's a little crazy. I only wear my wigs for a day, so I'm not finna, unless it's like fresh wig, then I slay it. Oh, this is super cool. So brow brush, brow pencil. Really cool pen. All right. So I'm gonna look in my mirror while I do my brows. I'm sorry. But anyway, so it's 2018. I'm living in the trailer. And at this point, this is really telling my business. But at this point, so as my stepdad was passing away or whatever, I got a little depressed. So I stopped going to class. Actually, I was going to one class, but I stopped going to my main class. And basically, I dropped out of school. I went to Auburn University. I dropped out of school. And because paying rent and taking 16 hours of classes was like literally killing me. Like I had 2 jobs at the time. I had 2 jobs at the time because the only thing that I really can commit to when I'm going through shit is work. So, work. I worked at Dunkin' Donuts. I worked at Dunkin' Donuts literally from 2015 all the way until, I really don't know. I want to say 2018. 2019. I don't really know. I was there on and off. But, so I was working there, and I was also working at Verizon, or maybe, I don't really know. Actually, I don't really know the order anymore at this point. I'm working at Verizon. This is the part that I'm about to tell y'all about. So I'm working at Verizon, and I made great money at Verizon. Actually, I was back in school working at Verizon. Back in school, still not focused. This is 2018. And I'm just like, I fucking hate it here. Mind you, I'm making money. I'm young. I'm making really good money at Verizon. I was making like, shit, I was probably making, a lot of money. I think I was making like almost $5,000 a month, honestly. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. 4,000, maybe like 4,000, almost 5,000 a month. Good money. So, you know, I'm at Verizon. I'm basically like upset, depressed. I just hated it. I hated it. I was really good at what I did. I'm always really good at what I do. It doesn't matter what I do, I'm gonna be good at it. Even this YouTube stuff, y'all bear with me because it's gonna be great. Like, once I get everything together, it's gonna be great. So boom, I'm at Verizon. I'm literally telling all of them, like, I'm about to get the fuck out of here. Like, I hate Auburn, which is where I'm from. It's so boring. Nobody understands me. And I just need to get to a city. I just know I need to get to a city. So I'm like, okay, boom. I always fix my brows again at the end. So honestly, if you want to wait to do your brows, just wait, girl. Just wait. Because truthfully, it ain't no need in doing them and then having to redo them. So I'm like, okay, boom. I'm gonna try to move again. The first time I tried to move, wasn't able to do it. I just didn't. I don't really know what it was. So now I'm like, okay, if I want my mom's support and she really see that I'm like serious and moving, then I need to move. So here's another thing about me and my skin. I had really bad acne. Like, I'm gonna show y'all a clip. Like, I'm gonna probably insert like right here, boom. So my face is breaking out. One thing I realized too, my face breaks out when I am stressed. When I have a lot going on, not taking care of myself, you know, drinking a lot, smoking a lot. Like, those things will play a big part in your skin. I'm gonna use my Tarte concealer, Shape Tape Tarte concealer, and I use Tan Deep Sand, which is 47S. And this is what I use. Gotta stop doing that. Yeah, so I'm gonna use Tarte on my lids, and I'm about to just do some basic eyeshadow, like basic, literally basic. I'm gonna put that right there. And I'm gonna just use this Pro Conceal concealer. Y'all, everybody knows about this concealer from the beauty supply store. And it's really out, but I'm just gonna dip it in this concealer here. And I'm gonna go ahead and carve my bottom brows out. So y'all, literally, I'm like, okay, what can I do? Mind you, I'm certified in lashes. So I got certified in lash extensions, like certified. Before I even had my license as an esthetician, I was certified. So I'm like, okay, well, I can do lashes in the state of Alabama legally, but I can't do lashes in the state of Georgia legally. So I'm literally like, okay, I'm about to go be an esthetician because that's what I need in the state of Georgia to do lashes. So I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm about to go be an esthetician and I want to go to school. She's like, okay. So I found a school. And I was, so basically me and my mom, we went to Atlanta and we toured the school that I was going to be going to. And the school is Paul Mitchell, the school, Asani. So It's not Paul Mitchell, the one that's downtown, which is like kind of for hair. It's Paul Mitchell, the School of Sonic. So that's the one that I went to in Roswell, Alpharetta, whatever you want to call it. And then I looked for an apartment. I was going to get a 1-bedroom apartment, but I just didn't want to pay that much money because of my style and what I like. All the 1-bedroom apartments they didn't have a light on the ceiling. And I've never had that experience. I've never lived anywhere that had rooms that you had to have a lamp. Call me bougie, call me whatever you want to call me, but that was just weird to me. It felt like I was in a dungeon. So yeah, we're looking for apartments and stuff. And I'm like, Mom, this not gonna work. Like, I don't like this. So she was like, okay, well, found a roommate, boo. So I went to look for a roommate. I got on Facebook roommate search. I don't even know what it's called, y'all. I don't even remember. Facebook roommate search or something like that. And so I basically was chatting with these girls, and all these girls were moving to Atlanta looking for a roommate. And I met my roommate, and she was actually from Honduras. She's from Honduras, but she lived in like Georgia already, but she didn't live in Atlanta. And so me and her met in Atlanta. Actually, one of my friends came with me. Wait, did she come with me to meet her? I don't really know. Nasia did come with me to look for apartments with Yelixa, but I don't really think, I don't really remember. So boom. Oh, if y'all want to know what I'm using the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. I'm pretty sure this is, Morphe. Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. And I'm just using I like to use this shade right here. This one on my lids. It's just a perfect little brown, little nude. And so yeah, so we went look for apartments, and me and Alexa, we ended up finding an apartment. We moved in July or August, one of them. We moved in, and I started beauty school. So I'm gonna tell y'all how beauty school went for me, just in case some of y'all want to be an esthetician. Like, it's super trendy right now to be an esthetician, super easy, but it's a lot of people that go to esthetician school and don't finish. And I'm gonna tell you why. Basically, esthetician school requires a lot of hours, so you have to complete 1,000 hours worth of classes in order to be finished with school. Girl, if you don't show up for class, if you don't go to school, you don't get your hours. And that's just that on that. So I started school in August. When I tell y'all this is the first time I ever experienced real anxiety, I was having severe chest pain, to the point where I literally went to the hospital because my chest was hurting. I was having a panic attack, and I didn't even realize it. My first panic attack actually was when I got a facial by these girls that I'm cool with now. Whatever, and she gave me a facial. That was I think that was my first time getting a facial, for real, from one of the girls at school. And so, Shorty covered my eyes with the little 4x4, flipped it over, cover my eyes or whatever. She about to do her thing, look under the magnifying glass and, basically start doing extractions and stuff. And so when she covered my eyes and I couldn't see anymore, that's when I had a full panic attack, y'all. I don't even know this girl. I didn't even know her then. Crying, bawling, never been like that. I don't cry in front of people. I don't do none of that. But let me tell y'all how much I hated that school. Teachers, catty, drama. I'm almost positive one of my teachers was on drugs. Crazy. One of my teachers was a drama queen. Crazy. It was just a lot of shit. And then I was in class with 27 girls. 27 girls. I like people now. I didn't even like people for real then. Like, I don't, like 27 girls. And me, I have a big personality. I'm very strong-minded. I have a big personality. Like, I'm very just, when you meet me, you know I'm there. I'm just that kind of person. Like, my presence is very big. It's very known. And so a lot of people were intimidated by me. And I didn't really realize this until I had an advisor basically tell me, like, sometimes you have to be careful with the things you say, with the things that you say, and, you know, how you talk to people, because a lot of people are already intimidated by you. So, you know, these girls, if they don't know you, they don't necessarily know how to take you. So she was like, you kind of just need to calm down who you are so you can fit in, basically. I'm not going for that. I don't even know how to do that. I don't know how to not be me. You can ask anybody. I don't know how to not be me. It makes me sick to not be me. And that's literally what was happening at school. I really want like some type of like shimmer. So I have another Morphe palette. This one is Ball Smooth 35M. Morphe palette, Ball Smooth 35M. So I'm gonna use like this little, it's not copper, but it's like this shade right here. Little gold. It's kind of golden. I guess it's kind of coppery. I'm just gonna go over my lid with that. That's all I'm doing. Just the inner corner, and I'm just gonna kind of fluff it out. But yeah, so she basically telling me like, you're gonna have to kind of dumb yourself down. Girl, no. So I hated that shit, but I went to school or whatever, and you know, I finished. Now the pandemic hit in March, so they telling us, oh, we gonna have a spring break. We never knew nothing about no spring break. We're gonna be gone for a week. Y'all, virtual esthetician school was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, but it was a turning point for my skin, because what ended up happening was in beauty school, you always have to have somebody touching your face. That's how we get credits. We always gotta have somebody touching our face. You have to do services in order to get your credits, in order to finish school. So I'm always getting facials, you know what I'm saying? Like every single week, I'm getting chemical peels. I'm doing chemical peels. Skin clears up because I'm at home. I'm doing my own skin now. Like I'm touching myself. Because the thing is, when you turn your nose and you're like, I don't want to get my face done, you kind of get in trouble, because they're like, how are you going to be doing, how you going to let us touch you, but you're not, how are you going to, basically people was like, girl, how you going to be doing my skin and I can't do your skin? So the foundation that I'm using, y'all, I'm using the Givenchy Tint Couture Eyewear. Everywhere. Tint Couture Everywhere by Givenchy. My shade is P350. This is what it looks like. I don't have to mix this shade. I don't have to do anything. Like, this is my shade to a T. So, and I'll just be, I probably didn't even need this much, truthfully. So yeah, girl. This is the Airbrush Blurring Foundation. Airbrush Blurring Foundation 101, number 101 by It. For Ulta. Yeah, by It Cosmetics for Ulta. This is what it looks like. It's dirty. I actually have brush cleaner. I just spray it on a paper towel. And then I just rub my brush across it, like super, super fast. And yeah, it just gets like the surface stuff off. So anyways, yeah. In school, during the pandemic, finish, do what I gotta do, graduate, boom. So, yeah, like that's my story. So I'm an esthetician. I end up getting my license in the fall of 2020. I finished school in April of 2020. And I also work at a club. So in June 2020, that's when I started working at the club. And I'm a server, bottle girl, whatever you want to call it. I make great money. If you're trying to come to the A, you don't necessarily have all the money that you need. Don't worry. Literally, like, don't worry. Put your trust in God. Well, okay, you have to have a plan. You can't just be doing shit out. You can't just be doing shit. You gotta have a plan. I'm just buffing this out like super, super fast. I'm gonna bring it down my neck. But yeah, you have to have a plan. You can't just be out here, you know, not being responsible. Like, take care of your bills, take care of your stuff or whatever before you try to leave and just move to Atlanta. But that's my story, you know what I'm saying? I started working at the club, making great money. Like, which I was already working in a club in, I was already working in a club in Auburn. So I used to work at this club called, it's like when I get on camera, I can't remember nothing. I know it looks super, 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 super white, but it oxidizes. So it looks like it's not my shade, but it really is my shade. But I'm just gonna blend this all the way to my weave. So now I'm gonna go back in with this concealer and I'm gonna go ahead and carve out the top of my brows because that ain't it. Like, if you wanna move, whatever you wanna do, just do it. Like, just do it. I moved out of my apartment with my roommate last July. So July 2020. I moved out of my apartment with my roommate in August. And I had to move home to Auburn because I couldn't find an apartment for myself. Like, truthfully, you know, I was scared. I was really scared. Like, I was really scared to live on my own. And I went home and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to find another roommate because me and my roommate fell out. She was crazy. She wasn't really crazy. You know, some people just not raised like me, and that's the thing. Like, really living with people exposes who they are. And it might just be me. I might just be the crazy one, but I just feel like oh shit. You find out who people really are when you live with them. And that's been my experience. Oh, that was good. That's been my experience with roommates. You find out who people are when you live with them. And so I just had to make a decision if I was gonna have another roommate, potentially fall out with somebody else, or just go ahead and jump out on a leap of faith and get my own, you know, my own house. And that's what I did. And this shit is expensive, but it was expensive. It was expensive. But now it's like, I couldn't imagine it any other way. And this is honestly the first apartment that I looked at when I first moved to Atlanta. Like, I was gonna move to this apartment with my roommate, but it was too expensive for her, so we didn't move here. Like, and it's funny how everything comes around full circle. So don't give up, don't be discouraged. Like, everything comes around full circle. This is my Smashbox concealer that I'm gonna be using. It's called the Studio Skin Flawless. My color is light, medium, warm, golden. So yeah, I just be taking this and I put this under my eye. And I said I was gonna try to do it. You know what? I'm gonna try to do it the other way. So you do it like this. And let's see how it goes. And I take my damp beauty blender. This is a clean one. And I just bring it all the way down. But yeah, basically my advice is if you want to do something, you want to move away, especially like all the people that are back home that may be watching this. Girl, Atlanta is truthfully not that much more expensive than Auburn. The same way you're gonna be paying a lot of money in rent there, or the amount of rent that you're paying right now, Atlanta's big enough to where you could find that. It's just different sides of towns and stuff. So you could find I don't know, actually, let me not lie to y'all. I have a certain standard, and there's just a certain lifestyle that I require. And for me, I'm only gonna live somewhere that's really, really nice and safe. And so the area that I live in Atlanta is very, very nice and safe. And so I feel like you get what you pay for. But that's just my advice. Like, the job that you work right now, unless you're on salary, you could probably do that here, sis. Like, the cost of living is truthfully up everywhere. But I make enough money to the point where I've just accepted that things are gonna cost what it costs. Like, I don't pay attention to gas prices. I don't pay attention to how much my milk costs me. I don't pay attention to, you know, the little things, the things that I can't control. Because if you do, you're gonna always think that you can't afford something. So it's like, you know, the things that you need in life, the things that you feel like you just gotta have, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. I don't worry about anything. I don't worry about anything anymore. Every dream, every goal that I've set for myself, I have obtained, like I have completed. Only thing that I haven't completed, which I don't even want to, like this is not on my list to do, is get my degree. Cause what's the point? What is the point? So you see this little spot right there? That was a bump that I had. Or I don't even know if it was a bump or a bite. But basically, the only way to really cover that up is I need color corrector, which I do have some, but I've already put my yellow on my yellow concealer there, so I'm not gonna go back with orange. So it is what it is, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna let this sit for a little bit. I'm gonna just let it sit. And I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my forehead. So I like to use the True Complexion Contour Palette by Black Radiance. That's what it looks like. It's in Walmart. That's my old one. Let's see. It's in Walmart. Just, you know, go get it. Because you see this forehead, how patchy it is. Well, I don't know if y'all can really see. But it's super patchy. Because who really puts foundation on their forehead anymore? Like, I just used the last bit of foundation and brush it up to my forehead. And I'm just about to go. This is my old one too. I literally have like 5 of these. But anyways, so I'm going on a date, y'all. Like, this is just easy date night. And yeah, I'm going on a date with like an older guy. I really like older guys. Like, I like them old. Probably will marry an old man. They know how to treat a woman. These little young boys, not all of them really know right now what to do. And that's just not okay with me. I don't got time for that. Yeah. If you haven't seen my What Your Daddy Didn't Teach You video, go watch it. It's really, really good. It's really, really good. Yeah, so I'm gonna wear my hair straight. I'm gonna bump the ends. Once my makeup sets, I'll show y'all, cause look at that wig. Look at that wig. Once I bronze my face, y'all will see that everything's gonna come together. I'm not gonna walk out the house looking like this. So I just go in with the contour, and it's kind of a little too dark for me sometimes, so I kind of mix it with the actual sculpting powder. But my cheekbones are already pretty high. I just kind of dust it right there a little bit. Go in with it some more, tap the sculpting, and then I just kind of do it like that again. Typically I do it up here like a lot. So now what I like to do is go in with the actual sculpting color, which is the middle color. This brush is actually too small. I don't like this. I'm about to switch brushes once I kind of blend this out a little more. So I like to take this big fat brush. I don't know where I got this brush from, but it's called Multi-Purpose Powder Brush by Moda. Probably like Moda Beauty or something. Take a whole bunch of that. And I just brush all this out. That's what I like to do. I'm kind of just bring it around. Bring it on my forehead. I'm kind of doing it a lot because it's kind of empty, so it's not really picking up as much powder as I want. But if you have like a full one, you don't really have to do it like this much like me. But yeah. So I just feel like on camera I look crazy. I got a tan yesterday, so I'm a little toasty. Now I'm gonna show y'all how I bring all this down. Anyway, so I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I just have the travel size, and I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna powder my face because I know I'm about to be drinking. I know I'm gonna be nervous, kind of sweaty, and I always get oily like right here and then here, and yeah, like but it's not gonna look bad. Okay, boom. So now I'm gonna finish my hair while my lashes sit. So I use beauty supply store lashes. I don't really care what anybody says. This is called Miss 3D Volume Lash. I used lash number 301. This is what it looks like. I love these. They fit my eyes perfectly. I got little cat eyes. I don't need all the extra stuff. Just take them off the pack. I don't even have to cut these. I don't have to do nothing. Like, and I be using these probably 4 or 5 times over and over. Y'all be using $20 lashes, and girl, you can't even. So yeah, I'm about to finish my hair, put on my lashes. When I'm finished, I'll show y'all the final look, okay? This is the final fit. So I got this little outfit from Zara. I got this from Zara. I'll link everything down below. Super cute. Just a little skirt. I'm about to put my heels on. And we about to go on this date, girl. We about to go on this date. But anyway, this turned out super, super cute. I didn't end up waxing my underarm. See, this is the only thing I don't like about this top. I didn't wax my underarms. But I don't think he can tell. But yeah. This is the final look. But thank y'all so much for watching. Like, I'm running late. That's really why I'm sitting here doing all this. I'm running late. I need to pack my purse, pack my bag. And yeah, if y'all like this, don't forget to comment down below for me, please. And like the video, share the video, all that. Thank you for watching. See y'all later.